Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children 18 plus. You are tuned in to the Lone Officer Podcast with me, Dustin Owen, and my main man,
JC.
John Coleman.
Dio, what's poppin'?
Woo-wee. Monday late afternoon. It's dark outside already.
Oh, just like my soul.
I love it. I love your soul being that dark, and I love how it gets dark out early.
Do you?
Yes, I love this time of year.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm a fall, winter type guy. I love the spring, don't get me wrong, but...
Spring's garbage.
Fall
is my favorite season.
Yes, I do prefer fall in general, and I don't even mind winter, but that's because I've never lived up anywhere too cold.
You never ate snow?
Did I eat snow?
You've never eaten snow in your life?
Yeah, I've eaten snow.
Oh, okay, just making sure.
Yeah, every time I go snowboarding, I eat snow.
Good, just making sure.
I'd fall flat on my face.
Oh, yeah. And then
absolutely eat it.
Yeah.
No, I've definitely, I think I was probably in my late teens when I finally saw snow for the first time. And for many years, I was still like a little kid in the candy store.
Oh, when it snows?
Yeah, because I'm from Florida. Like, we don't get snow. But no, fall also is, we're getting the holiday season.
Oh, God.
Yeah, well.
All marketing.
Okay, cool. But with the holiday season, definitely comes some stress, both from the familiar standpoint, being like you got to be on your family. Could be stressful.
That's
right?
Self-induced. You don't have to be around your family. People choose to.
They do. And sometimes it's the right choice because you don't know how long mom and dad are going to be around for. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you have to suck it up a little bit and be around crazy Uncle Harry and his drinking problem.
I'll leave them all alone.
Aunt Mary and her gout foot,
Family's overrated.
Okay, for some people, John, they're in your boat, and they still get suckered into spending time with their family. But it's less about the time that I'm concerned about. It's the financial strain that the holidays put on people. So I want to get into some tips, some tricks, some hacks, some tactics that I have learned throughout my life that I've coached and taught to thousands of my clients for the past 20 years that I think the listeners of this show or maybe even the clients of the listeners of this show could benefit from.
Yeah.
Because the holidays should be enjoyable. The fall time should be enjoyable. Heck, it's football season. Speaking about football season, I know my UCF Knights have had not the type of year we were hoping for. They punched Oklahoma State straight in the mouth.
Well, they know how to play like a D1 team when their uniforms look like North Carolina, so there you go.
I loved it. Canaveral blue, space U. Dude, we had I had a tailgate with 30-plus people at my tailgate. 30-plus people. We had some Oklahoma State fans were there. My Central Florida Tri-Club showed up, so shout out to Laura, because Laura and Allie were the big force behind it. They went and got Four Rivers Barbecue.
Ooh.
I brought 2 tents, speaker, fans, tables. Yeah, we threw down.
Did you wear a poncho because it started raining?
Did not wear a poncho. Sat there and got soaked.
Really? I would have lost my shit.
At one point, my daughter, her friend, and I jumped over the fence that's like right behind our seats because there is a awning and a pavilion right behind it. We went and hung out there for only like 5 or 10 minutes because the rain got really bad.
Yeah,
but nonetheless, it was a great, for me, football weekend because we've had a rough year. Certain games didn't go our way. The team hasn't played up to expectations, but Oklahoma State was ranked 15. We punched them in the mouth. Now, if we can just win out the next 2 games, we can maybe
go to one of those made-up bowls like the Meineke Car Care Tire Tread Bowl or something.
Cool. You know what? We'll salvage the season. That's what I was thinking about. And speaking of UCF, shout out UCF College of Business.
Oh.
Yes, that's where we're going to be tomorrow.
You run by fast.
Yeah, we were there in the spring semester. Now it's the fall semester. So it's only been probably 6 months. Yeah, you're thinking we were there last year.
Yeah,
no, we were there
like
in the spring semester.
Oh.
Yeah, but we're going to come back. I'm excited about the 2 episodes that we're going to be recording from location in front of 50, 60 College of Business students. And guess what I heard? I heard through the grapevine. Another university right up the road, Stetson University, may be an opportunity for us to go podcast there.
Really?
Yes.
I got accepted to Stetson.
Did you really?
Yep. UCF rejected
rich
me.
kid. Yeah,
UCF
rich kid
rejected
gets into
me.
those rich schools.
Well, I mean, it happens.
But the next universities that we should do? Baylor, because Nikki Ray lives in Waco.
Shout out Baylor Bears.
So let's go ahead and jump right into today's episode. And I do want to cover the financial impact of the holidays because there are people right now We're in the beginning of November. Thanksgiving's around the corner. Then all hell breaks loose. Let's try to get ahead of the curve. And let's think about ways that we can make sure that we do not put ourselves that much closer to personal bankruptcy or that much closer to not being able to pay our bills because we went at Christmas like a jackwagon. We went there with no plan, with no discipline, and just did it.
Started swiping that plastic.
Yep. Like you at a bar on a Friday night, John.
Yep. Ain't nothing wrong with that, though.
0 F's given.
Nope.
No responsibility taken.
None.
And as long as that plastic will ring, it checks out.
Peter Pan.
You'll sign.
Yep.
You're out. Yeah, we don't do that.
Why?
That's called, it's not financially responsible,
It's the
John.
American way.
Yeah.
To hurl yourself in debt and not be fiscally responsible is the American way.
Okay, but this is the one time you're ever going to hear me say, let's be un-American then.
Oh,
Let's be un-American if that's the American way. I'm going to challenge you that's not the American way. I'm going to challenge you that people can do better. They will do better if they know how to do better. That's the purpose of shows like this.
Well said, Dustin.
Yes.
What do you get for Christmas this year?
You know what I want for Christmas, John? The same thing every year I want for Christmas.
An impossible gift?
Peace and love. I want to be left alone. I want to be liked. I want to be welcomed. I want to be included.
Oh, shit. That's expensive. All those things together is expensive.
Yeah. No, I really don't. I'm not a gift person.
I know.
You know that about me. I love experiences.
Yeah.
Don't really love gifts. If I wanted something, I'd go buy it.
That's the way I live my life.
If I want
something, I'll buy it. I don't need to wait till Christmas, you bum. I'll just buy it now.
I'll buy it within reason if I can afford it. And if I can't afford it, then I'll go get a part-time job where I'll work extra hours at the job I do have so I can afford it.
Put on layaway.
I'll recognize the difference between needs and wants. There's a big difference.
I went to the mall this weekend and I looked at a $2,500 chair. And I was like, maybe I need it. And then I thought some more and I was like, I definitely don't need this.
A chair.
Yeah. Like one of those fancy, like zero gravity, lean back and the things.
Does the chair also coach you?
Nope, doesn't coach, doesn't do nothing.
It doesn't help you mentally prepare for the day ahead? Does it act as like your spiritual guru?
I was looking at, does it clean itself? Does it do anything else? And no, it doesn't. It just leans back to 90 degrees, 180. It makes you feel like you're weightless.
It leans back like Fat Joe said?
All the way back. But I'm not going to buy it though.
All right, well, so here's where we're going to start. The bonus is understand needs versus wants. Right, that was not on my list of like, hey, do these things to make sure that you don't personally bankrupt yourself this holiday season. Right, I always try to think of things in threes, fives, or tens.
3, 5, 10. Yeah, that's what.
Sometimes we get real kinky, real squirrely. Do 7. Yeah, no, but 3, 5, and 10 is usually the way to go. So I'm like, well, let me come up with 5. But I didn't because I just threw out a bonus that I didn't prepare for.
There it is.
And the bonus I didn't prepare for is we start always with a wants versus needs list in general. When I'm thinking about gift shopping, do I really need to buy this gift for somebody or something I want to do? But more importantly, do they want me to do it? But here's what I'm going to tell you practical. This is proven strategies because I have witnessed people get to the holiday seasons and not be massively in debt and still be able to pay their bills, right? They don't get to January 2nd and they look in their bank account and they say, what the fuck?
That's me every week.
Okay. Well, we're trying to coach people and promote how not to be that way.
I know.
We're trying to teach financial fitness, Sean. So here's what I'm going to start with. I know this is very, very outdated. There's going to be some audience members like, oh, boomer. Y'all, cash is still king if you're trying to budget. If you are trying to budget, cash is king. Start by withdrawing cash from your bank account. That means you're going to have to go to one of those weird machines called an ATM or physically drive to your bank and take out cash. And then allocate that cash for every member of your friend group, your family group, or your work group that you anticipate buying a gift for. Least important to you. It's that simple. Use cash. But then think about this. My mom taught me this. Your mom taught this to you. I'm sure everyone tuned in, their moms taught them. It's the thought that counts. Oh, what's the thought that counts? No, That's what they used to say when they didn't like the gift that you
Yeah,
gave
it's the
them.
thought that counts. Bullshit.
But no, honestly, it is the thought that counts. So think about this. Instead of buying a gift, could you not exchange quality time?
It's way easier just to pay for something than have to hang out with him, Dustin.
It is. Yeah. You know what? There's not many things that people would do in their life for betterment that it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
Eating healthy, easy or hard?
Hard at first, easy.
Being in shape, easy or hard?
Easy or hard?
Becoming successful in business, easy or hard?
Hella hard.
It's all hard, right?
Yeah.
It's like no pain, no gain. We were taught that too when we were teenagers. Didn't really resonate with us, but that's the truth. Yeah, it may be a little bit more painful to spend quality time with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Would you be willing to exchange 30 minutes or an hour of your time to save $20, $50, or $100 that you don't have? Well, look, if you make $40 an hour, think about what your time is worth. You may just want to go spend 30 minutes one-on-one playing bridge with Aunt Bertha so that you don't have to go buy her a $50 gift that she ain't going to like anyhow.
Facts.
Okay? So think about quality time versus actually spending money on a gift that they probably don't want, that they probably don't need.
Uh-huh.
And if you're going to end up buying someone a gift card, just don't. Just don't. Give them cash. At least with cash, it'll get spent. With a gift card, they're either never going to use the money on that gift card, or they're always going to leave an extra $3-4 on the gift card, at which point big business wins. Right? That's the man sticking it to us. That's just a sidebar. That's a freebie, y'all. Not even a bonus. That was a freebie. But if not quality time, think about this. And this is a personal to Dustin Owen. Experiences. Could you not, instead of buying everyone in your family a $50 gift, and let's say you have a pretty decent sized family between in-laws and outlaws and step nieces and nephews plus the real ones, you end up with, I don't know, 10, 12 people, and you're trying to spend $50 a person. That's $500-$600. Could you not drop $200 and take everyone bowling? Hey, we're doing a family outing at the local bowling alley. Let's get together for the next 2 hours, and I got both games, right? You could put that together. You could organize that, and all of a sudden, what would have cost you $500 or $600 spending all of that time and all of that money buying people gifts that they don't want, that aren't going to really resonate with them. It's going to make them want to say, oh, it's the thought that counts. You could instead focus on quality time or an experience, and now all of a sudden you've touched those 12 people for $200 instead of $500 or $600. So that is an easy way to make sure that you don't go broke during the holidays. I've already shared this one, but I'm going to circle back to it.
Okay.
Make a list. It's on my list twice. Make a list. Who do you have to buy gifts for? And categorize it. Do they need a gift? Does this person, would quality time work better? Could I loop them in on an experience? And do they really need a gift? And if it's the thought that counts, could it be literally a $5 gift because it's truly the thought that counts?
I was in the store and I thought about buying this for you, but I didn't. But I'm calling to let you know that I did think about you.
No, but it's one of those things. I mean, you could go that direction, John. I guess you take a picture of it.
Yeah, I was like, hey, do you want this?
Hey, would you like this?
Yeah.
And then they respond, oh, they're holding it for you
Yeah,
in
they're
the
holding
back.
it for you. Yeah, it's layaway. Get in line. Yeah. I got to put your name on it. It's you just have to come up and pay for it. You just got to come pay for it.
No,
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, you use cash. Make a list. Remember, to a certain extent, it is a thought that counts. Think about it. Instead of a gift, could you just go spend quality time with that person? Or could you loop them in on an experience? And maybe that experience, when you couple it with another 6, 12, or 18 people, you're able to make the same $200 or $300 spread a lot further than had you tried to go out and buy everyone an individual gift. My last two thoughts is, man, this is going to be a hard one.
Okay.
This is when you got to put on your big boy or big girl pants.
Oh, hold on. This is about to be responsible. You about to hit me with some the responsibility?
Yeah. Have a tough conversation, John.
With who? Myself, the man in the mirror?
Well, it all starts with the man in the mirror.
That'll be a long convo.
Yeah. No, after you're done talking to the man in the mirror.
Yeah.
Have a conversation with those people that are in that circle of trust, that are in your circle of influence, or your loved ones, your family, whatever the case may be, And if you can't afford presents, let them know. Hey, look, this year I'm not going to be able to participate in gift exchanges. That's an easy way to say I'm not going to be able to participate in gift exchanges. You know, so-and-so and I, usually your spouse and you, your life partner and you, we have some pretty lofty goals that we're trying to achieve. And, you know, we don't want gifts, but we also won't be able to purchase anyone any gifts moving forward or for this year or until and whether it's a new car, whether it's get out of credit card debt, whether it's to get new teeth, whether it's to put so-and-so into school or into rehab, buy a house, like, you know, get out of credit card debt, pay off the student loan, whatever the case may be willing to have that conversation. You'd be amazed when you open yourself up and you're vulnerable, how receptive those people who supposedly love you, care for you, and like you. Allegedly. Yeah. Like, they're going to be like, dude, no worries. Like, oh, sister, I get it. Like, good for you. They may even be proud of you. You may then inspire them to become more financially responsible. So be willing to have those tough conversations. And the last one that I had listed is realize the age of the recipient. And this is more for parents with young ones. Parents with young ones. I have witnessed firsthand people that I love and care for when their children were 6, 14, and 17. Family cruise. Laptops for all 3.
The hell? Better share it.
2 gaming consoles. The 6-year-old got one and the 16-year-old got one.
That's a necessity.
And all of these other gifts for the 6-year-old, plus all of these expensive clothes for the 17-year-old. And all of a sudden, I witnessed 2 people, dual income.
Dinks.
No, they're not dinks because it stands for no kids. Dual income, no kids. Yeah. So,
Oops, yeah, I guess that doesn't work.
Yeah, no, they would be dual income with kids. Yeah.
Dwinks?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're a dink.
Yes.
Yeah, you're a dink. You are dual income. That's why you can be Peter Pan. That's why you can go to the bar and just swipe aimlessly.
Listen, my wife and I, we have our own tips for the holidays not to go broke. We split the gifts. So if I want that gift, we'll just go half on it. Same thing with her. She wants some damn Burberry jacket, costs $1,300. Sure, I'll get it. I'll put $550 down on it. You get the rest. Done. I'm serious. That's how we get it.
Well, I'm going to circle back to that because I do want to talk about couples.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm speaking more about realize the age.
Right.
And the example that I gave, and I know this is harder said than done. No different than, right, going 60 days of not drinking. Harder said than done. Reading 10 pages a night. Harder said than done. Getting up every morning at a decent hour to get exercise in prior to going off to work. Easier said than done. But they're all choices that we can make. Realize the age. Okay, that 6-year-old, you could have gotten away with buying $200 worth of $10 and $25 gifts, right? You could have loaded up on the quantity of gifts. That 6-year-old would have been thrilled.
Yep.
Okay. The 17-year-old and the 16-year-old, okay, they're grown as adolescents, not adults, but they're old enough to know Santa's not necessarily real.
Whoa, I was high into my teens till I figured that out.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, I believe in the spirit of Santa Claus. Okay, I believe in the spirit of Santa Claus, but for the most part, it's not a fat, rosy-cheeked, white-bearded dude, okay? They can have a tough conversation. Hey, look, this year for Christmas, what we're going to do is we're going to do a family cruise. That's all they needed, family cruise. They need to drop the extra $300 on the laptop plus $300 on the console and $300 on the clothes.
If you love them.
Like, if you think about that, that was $600 for the laptop and console for him. It was $600 for the laptop and clothes for her. And then the 6-year-old got a laptop and a console plus a bunch of other little gifts. Like, come on. That wasn't necessary. What 6-year-old needs their own laptop to begin with? Wasn't necessary. And those are people who couldn't afford it. And I think it's just having that minimalist mentality of, well, I'll never be able to. So it's almost like hopeless. And they're like, oh, screw it. Let's just max everything out. Let's just go all in. We want to have a great Christmas. And I'm here to let you know, because I've lived it and I've watched others who also lived it and they made the responsible decision. Your kids aren't going to remember in 2 or 3 years how great or that Christmas was or wasn't. They'll remember the quality time. They'll remember what you made them do. And that was it a celebration of togetherness. And I think too many times we don't realize some are old enough to understand. Therefore, you can have a hard conversation. Others are so young, you can blow them away with quantity.
What do you mean? I give them the box from the toys I had and let them play with that shit. What are you talking about? Hours of fun in a box.
And they don't know. And then finally, when it comes to couples, I don't know why you and your wife are buying y'all, like, you're grown-ass human beings, right?
Yeah.
You're grown-ass adults. Well, she is, we know.
Yes, she is. One of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's always the adult.
I am the child, yes.
Yeah, that's probably why she didn't choose to have children.
Correct.
She married one.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. No argument here.
Yeah.
Yes, I am the child.
But, I mean, it baffles me. Look, if you're loaded, you have a bunch of money sitting on the sidelines, you love giving gifts, you love receiving gifts, and you can participate in gift exchange, great. Most of us can't. Most of us, honestly, when we boil it down and we look at our savings account, we look at our credit card debt, we look at our student loan debt, we look at whether or not we have saved enough to go buy a house, we look at whether or not we save enough to retire one day. Like, the answer is nope, 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 nope. We keep on just punting that thing down the field. When I look at marriage, a game out of it where you're like, oh, if we were rich, I was going to buy you this. Oh, if we were more financially responsible, I was going to buy you this. But you don't have to go out there and actually spend the money, right? Go spend time together. Go do date night.
What do you mean? I live with her. I don't need any more time with her. I need gifts. The hell no. Now you're going down. Now I have to rebuttal that. If you live with the person, I see you all day, every day, buy me gifts. I wish my wife would try to pull a Christmas where she don't give me shit. That will be the last Christmas together. I wish she would.
So you love gifts.
Yeah, I don't need a lot of gifts, just expensive ones. It's not hard. And I need things that, and it's a challenge because if I wanted it, I'll just go buy it myself. So it's like, well, what can I get him if he didn't? And that's where she has to get like creative, which she does. She has gotten creative with things, you know.
But what if you couldn't afford the gifts? That's what this whole episode's about.
That's when we have to go halvesies. Hey, I can't afford this on my own. Can you help pitch in? Please, I really want that thing or that device.
So that's what y'all are doing this year. You're doing halvesies. So you don't expect her to go out and buy you one or two really expensive gifts.
I still expect that on top of it. But, no.
But you're saying she should sit you down and have that tough conversation?
No, she should.
It should be the thought that counts.
I will put on the PlayStation earbuds and tune her right out.
John, you are not helping my cause for today's episode.
There's some people that relate to me.
We're trying to better the American society.
What are you getting?
You try to say it's the American way to go out and spend money you don't have, but
look
we want
at
to
the
change
national debt. That shit's in the trillions. Everybody's the American way.
We're gonna change this world one person at a time, one drop in the bucket.
That's just true, Dustin.
Yes.
What are you getting for Christmas, though?
Exactly what I want and what I can afford. Nothing. Nothing. Bro, let me walk you through this.
Okay.
Let me walk you through this. I am affiliated or an owner of 3 companies.
Yeah.
I just invested in a 4th company.
Oh.
And right, we have the mortgage entity that I don't have any ownership interest in, but I'm a key member and I help run the shit.
Correct.
Okay. We have the real estate investment company that I am an owner in.
Shout out the real estate investment company.
We have TLOP Entertainment LLC.
Heard of that.
Which is essentially a loan officer training development company that you and I soft launched about January of 2022, but we went full on May of this year.
Correct.
Okay. And then I just invested in a property and casualty insurance brokerage.
Okay.
Okay. All 4 of those excite me.
Yeah.
All 4 of those make me feel fulfilled and fortunate.
Yeah.
But one's brand new.
Yeah.
So that's just sunken money right now. One's only really been around for, in its current capacity, going on 7 months. just finally starting to get recognized nationally, where loan originators and branch managers and sales managers are like, damn, how much?
What?
And I get all of this?
Huge value.
And I can invest in my business?
Sign me up.
Sign me up, yes. And you better sign up because I will be jacking those prices up January, then again in June, then again January of 2025. And I'm doing so because that's what our consultants and that's what our advisors are telling us to do based on the value we're bringing. And then I have the real estate investment company. Hey, still in its infancy. Then I had the mortgage company. Just so you know, mortgage industry's been in a recession since May of 2020.
Oh, yeah. You might have heard.
We're going on 18 months of a recession in the mortgage industry. So because all of those businesses are kind of tied together in the same industry, although I'm fulfilled and although I'm excited about the future, Daddy ain't getting paid right now.
You know,
so you know what I'm going to get?
A GoFundMe account?
I would love one of those. No, I make good money.
Yeah.
I make good money. I'm not complaining. I'm not crying poor. I am still going out to Wyoming this summer for vacation. 7D Ranch. And we're going to be booking on a trip to Glacier National Park.
Ooh.
Yeah, so my friends up there, beware. I'm going to be in town sometime in July of 2024. I think we're going to go to Glacier after we do the ranch. But nonetheless, so yeah, I'm not crying poor. But John, to answer your question, no, Michelle and I are going to be celebrating Christmas like by holding hands and going out on date night.
What?
Yeah, now our children we will still go out and buy gifts for our children. But even them, they're 16 and 18 or 15 and 18, almost 16 and 19. Like, hey, y'all, we're probably not going to do a winter vacation. Right? Why? Can't really afford it right now. Not the wisest decision to be making. We're gonna stay home for Christmas this year. We're gonna do New Year's with our friends and family and neighbors. Yeah, I'm gonna have that type of conversation. I do practice what I preach.
You do.
I literally, you were talking to somebody who once froze his credit cards
just to thaw them out 15 minutes later in the microwave. Just kidding. You kept them frozen.
I kept them frozen for 15 months probably.
Yeah.
I've done the 0% balance transfer. I have deferred my student loans. I've cut off my cable. Like all the things that I sit on my high horse and preach, please know it comes because I'm like, I've lived it. It'd be no different than if I talk about the importance of reading and exercising and eating healthy. It's because I've witnessed what it has done for my life. And I'm like, why wouldn't I want that for others? Right? I mean, I'm so happy and so fortunate that these thoughts and concepts were introduced to me and I was able to embrace them. That's what I'm trying to bring to the group today. Right? So it's like,
you're a better man than I, Dustin.
These are thoughts and look, you may attempt to be less of a mess this year and fall flat on your face, but please know you attempted it.
Fail. Fail means first attempt in learning.
It does mean first attempt in learning. 100% does. Yeah. So it's the fact that you attempted it, you are cognizant of it, it was on your mind. Hey, you may have saved $200. You may have not spent $200 that you didn't have.
It's true.
Right? You may have made the list. You may have tried to use the cash. You had the tough conversations. You worked on quality time and experiences over just gifts. Right? You realize that there are ages.
To that point, Dustin, I do remember that first Christmas, the only Christmas I only got one gift, and it traumatized me to this day.
Was that your BMW?
No, that was a pair of Iversons back in like when I was 15. I walked downstairs, I was like, where are the rest of the presents? She was like, not this year, not with them grades you're getting. And I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, it's a punishment.
Shit, never forgot. To this day, I remember that shit.
Wow. You
So where are the rest of the gifts? She's like, the sneakers, that's all you're getting. I'm like, what? No, where's the rest of my shit? And she's like, nah, with them grades. That's why I was getting like D's and shit, so made sense.
It made sense. Yeah, but so that wasn't because your parents couldn't afford it. That was
it's because I was acting a fool.
Okay. Well,
yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, no, this is more of like, just being conscious from a budget standpoint. Like just, look, if I want someone to freak out over the holidays, get worried, get stressed out, be stressed out because you have to be at 3 places at one time. Oh, how am I going to do dinner at Nana's? Then I have to do breakfast at so-and-so at my girlfriend's parents' house. And I have to get back over to my parents' house. And It's like I'm trying to see 3 people in 24 hours. This shit's exhausting. Or, oh my gosh, I really have to go there. But, you know, does my girlfriend know that I really can't stand her sister? And not only can't stand my girlfriend's sister, but I really can't stand the guy she's dating. And they're both going to be there.
Yeah.
And they're going to be drinking. And it makes it even worse to be around my girlfriend's sister and her boyfriend when they're both drunk. And I'm not allowed to drink because I have to be at 3 places at two times. And I can't afford an Uber because I'm trying to be financially responsible. Oh my gosh, I'm exhausted just thinking about it. That's the type of stress I'd want people to have. I don't want them stressed because they can't pay their bills, because they can't save for retirement, because they can't get themselves out of credit card debt, because they can't pay their student loans. All because they felt like they had to be lavish and over the top on gift exchanges. Nah, man, there's a better way. There's a better way.
Shit don't resonate with me. Y'all better buy me gifts. Listen, to all the listeners out there, if you like what we're doing, send me shit. Send me gifts. I would love gifts. This alcohol bottle right here, you can give some. Shout out to Black Skimmer Cutwater Whiskey.
Yeah, so shout out to Cutwater Whiskey. Better yet, this is a gift.
Yes, it is. See,
this is a gift.
Yes.
This is a gift that I so appreciate.
Yes.
Any gift that I can make a centerpiece
And drink.
on TLOP, on our YouTube channel,
Yes.
I love.
Please flood the inbox with
But
gifts.
I have to give a shout out. We forgot to give a shout out. I forgot to give a shout out to Greg over at ADM.
Shout out Greg.
ADM, the CRM, like we promote ADM. We're a big fan of what ADM stands for. It's a CRM for loan officers. Basically, out of the box, it's plug and play and ready to go.
Yeah.
And over a year ago, Greg sent us a bottle of whiskey. And it was by the same distiller right here. It's still Cutwater. Cutwater's the distiller.
Rare batch.
And Greg keeps on seeing it in my backdrop when I do Zoom calls.
Yeah.
Because I have like a whole bunch of bottles.
You have a
Yeah, they're usually gifts. I like to showcase them.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
And Greg's like, that's too nice of a whiskey for you not to drink, Dio. I said, well, it's too pretty of a centerpiece for me not to have in my office. So he literally told me, we were together at you were there. We were in Philly at the NBA conference. He's like, Dio, I'm going to send you another bottle, but one promise.
I promise to drink it all.
He goes, you have to drink the second bottle.
Right.
So I'm going to keep a bottle for display. I'm going to take another bottle home. I'll start drinking it probably around the holidays.
Start drinking it now, bro. Don't wait. Just start. Pop open the bottle now and just self-sabotage. That way, you cause arguments, you cause fights, and then that way you don't have to buy gifts for anybody. But then you probably won't get any gifts yourself. Win-win.
You know what, John? That's for a whole nother episode. Let's go and put a bow on this episode.
Bow on the gift. You get it?
Shout out to Greg. Shout out to ADM. We so appreciate this fine bottle of bourbon that you provided for us. I do look forward to drinking it. If you're in California, I believe that's where Cutwater's Distillery is. It's in California. I've yet to go, but I'm going to at least sample the bottle that Greg sent us. If you are a mortgage loan originator, loan officer, and you feel like you need coaching, you need training, you need support, you need to hear the secrets of top producers, come join our community over at tloponline.com, TLOPonline.com. Join us. It is the best bang for your buck when you're talking about coaching, sales training, etc. It's where loan officers are going right now to take their business to the next level. Because think about this. Nothing changes if nothing changes.
That's right.
If you keep on doing the same stuff that you've been doing the past 12 months and expect different results, you're being a fool.
Yep.
Something has to change. Usually it's with the people that you surround yourself with. It's the trainings that you're going through. It's the sales calls that you're jumping on. It's the coaching you're receiving. You have to invest in your business. We are giving you that opportunity to invest in your business. If you like what we're doing, please share us. Not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Trace.
Make sure you're going over to our YouTube channel and subscribing, as well as hopping on Spotify and or Apple. Give us a 5-star review and keep tuning in. His name is John Coleman. My name is Dustin Owen. That is all the time we have for you today, but we look forward to catching you on the next episode.